So for the past 2 months, I've actually been playing through the season with a lot of pain. And unfortunately, the advice that I got from my physiotherapist, we thought that it'd be good for me to actually step away from hockey for a short period of time. So for the record, I'm not retiring from hockey or hanging up the skates or anything like that. Just taking a somewhat extended 10-day break from the rink. And the reason for that is about a couple months ago, like early September, I had pulled my upper back really bad, actually. And it's something that I thought that I could kind of heal myself on its own. But with the amount of ice times that I was on every week, things just got progressively worse to the point that it's been affecting my everyday life. Not only that, the last couple of weeks, my ankles started to kind of give in a little bit. So the best way I can describe that is it feels like I'm going to twist my ankle like any second, like as soon as I step on the ice. And the footage you're watching here is actually the last time that I was on the ice. And through this entire skate, my ankles feel like super brittle and they're like ready to pop any second. And I'm definitely one of those guys who wants to just try to power through things, and I don't like taking breaks, especially when it comes to playing hockey. But I kind of thought about it. I've been actually, last time I had a break was I think April. So ever since May through August, I was on the ice about 2 to 3 times a week. And then things kind of ramped up starting September till now, which I've been on the ice about 3 to 4 times a week. And I think that just kind of compounded itself. And I had actually totally forgot that I even played from May all the way up until now and never really taken a week off just to kind of let things heal. And I don't know about you guys, but I ain't no pro athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a normal guy with a desk job that pretends to be a pro athlete. But long story short, I've been playing in complete pain for the last couple months. And not only that, the late ice times don't help. So this scrimmage here, I don't think we got off the ice until like 11:45 p.m., which means I don't get to bed till like 1. And for those of you who have young children, I never get to sleep through the entire night. Plus we wake up really, really early. And this is the first time that I've actually had to voluntarily tell my full-time teams that I play for that I just can't make the game. It's a bit odd to actually have to do that. Usually when I don't play a game is I'm super sick or something like that, but this was strictly just to rest. And I feel that as a goalie, it's hard to say no when someone asks you to play, because you don't want to let the team down. And I think deep down inside, it's kind of good to feel needed and wanted, and knowing that someone who's calling you to play trusts you to stop pucks for them. Like, that's a pretty good feeling when someone asks you to play and believes in you. But looking back at the previous seasons and videos that I've done, there's always like some point in the fall season where I complain about late ice times and complain about just being tired. I think this is the first time I've actually listened to my body and do something about it, as opposed to just pushing through it, because sometimes quality is better than quantity, even though I love going on the ice as much as I can. But basically, in a nutshell, if you're wondering, I'm basically just trying to get my thoracic mobility up to like a normal human's range, because that's causing me a lot of like low back pain and neck pain. And when it comes to my ankles, I have like very little flexion in my left ankle, and that's the one that feels like it's gonna pretty much explode the next time I step on the ice. So basically just doing exercises to increase the mobility on that ankle, and hopefully things will kind of get better over time, because obviously being a goalie, you need to kind of twist and contort your body. If you're like me and sit on a computer for 8 hours a day, your body's really not meant to kind of twist and move around like that. So I'm just trying to kind of get a little bit more limber, so I can continue my old man hockey career. So for those gearheads out there, if you're wondering what I'm wearing in this video, I'm actually using a set of Eflex 7.9s in this video. This is by far like my favorite mid price point set. The CGT slide stuff is like phenomenal. It slides like absolute butter on the ice. Not only that, the catcher is like easily one of my favorite catchers. I actually have 2 of these catchers now. So I did have a set of Eflex 7s, like the Pro model, over the summertime. I can't even tell the difference between the 7.9 and the 7, to be honest, besides a few different materials here and there. This is like a phenomenal set that CCM has come with. So if you're looking for a mid price point pad and glove and blocker, I definitely recommend the Eflex 7.9 series. I've also heard that the 7.5s are equally as good, so definitely check those out if you're in the market for a new set of like softer pads. So other than having some old man pains, this fall season has been just like phenomenal. I feel like this is like the best hockey that I've ever played, really, in the years that I've been playing hockey. And as of this recording, I've been off the ice for 5 days now, and I'm totally just itching to get back on the ice, but I'm really trying to like hold back and make sure that I don't get any call-ups and try to play hockey when I'm really supposed to be resting. So what the heck have I been up to during this downtime? Well, I still do a ton of foam rolling and mobility work, kind of just keep that going, and stretching, of course. And other than that, just being lazy, just resting and watching movies and playing video games like a normal human, and just trying to catch up on a lot of sleep. To be honest, my body feels like way better already, so it was really a sign to just like take a bit of a break. So have you gone through anything like this before, where maybe you just got a little bit exhausted, or maybe played a little bit too much and just had to take a mental break from the game and re-energize? Especially as we get older, it's a little bit harder to recover. So I kind of felt like my motto now is, know your limits, play within it. So I'm sure you've all heard of that. I don't really know my limits, but I think I pretty much reached it. And now that I know my limits, I'm going to try to kind of pace things out a bit better, because we do have a lot of ice times actually from the time that I get back on the ice till the end of the year. So I think it's good for me to actually just take a bit of a breather and let the body heal. Anyway, I hope you're all having great seasons right now. Black Friday's around the corner. I'm always looking for gear deals. You know how much I love gear. So definitely keep an eye out. Things are going to go on sale in a couple weeks. So if you're looking for that new shiny pad, definitely keep an eye out for some discounts. And of course, let me know if you have any questions about pads, because I've gone through almost every single brand out there in the past year, and I can always give you some advice with that. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.